structure, and it's always a hidden structure, but I try to put light on the structure, but we can see how it works, and so
Have you some proposition about structure working together, or what it comes it will happen?
I have some parts of the chain, I would say.
Yeah. Of course.
I think that everybody from us is creative in different
Topics.
yeah.
Difficult
And
course.
the important thing is, because the time is very short, to understand who is creative in which field, and maybe this can be when everybody put his ideas like on the table, and then we all together we can decide from whom, which part, which we can take to make something more complex and more
Concrete and more developed.
Yeah, I wanted. Well, let's do it together, but like that. Everybody will say everything that he wants to say in a round way, and no one will interrupt him. Okay, it's this good rule of the game.
with the stick.
And after that, if we don't understand something or about his or her opinion, we ask him a question to in order to understand, not in order to get some discussion, but in order to understand what he or her really meant.
Yesterday I already prepared something, and I put it on the phone, and then I found a way to put it on the paper in Chiprovtsi today on the library, and I met a very interesting woman there in the library. There she also have a lot of actions here to help children. But this is another question. So I put here in something like in a structure all the ideas that you provoke in me and previous spoke, and also I put in other ideas, but in something like in a structure, and I used Google Translator to translate it, so I didn't somehow I didn't understand what exactly Google Translator wants to tell me. I hope that maybe Peter can help me.
I think that here are better ones in English, like Dimitra and Telly.
Yeah, Ellie
And
maybe.
no, she's good.
Yeah.
But I made 2 copies. This in Bulgarian, English, English. And if you want, I don't know who will start, but I can start with this.
Well, I will help you, and if I have questions, I ask
I can start with this
them.
because it is already on paper.
Yeah.
And we can make it like a base to step and discuss.
If you agree, after I will take it for archive material.
Yeah, that's because I printed. I have on my phone, and I will give you one, maybe you and the other to you.
I will type. I will type it
just
on the
to have
computer,
it.
so that you will all have.
Because we should build it after. So but okay, I'm trying in English.
Well,
Huh?
okay.
Or
Try in
we will make it in Bulgarian English simultaneously.
No.
No, it's
Maybe
too long.
if he wants, he can join us to translate it, but
Yeah, I'll be a bit
it would
distracted
difficult for
from
me.
the
It's
camera.
easier to form my own sentence than to translate.
Yeah. You can read it in Bulgarian off here, if you want. So, I make it different parts. So, I starting for the как е най-общото.
The global context.
Global and make to the concrete. So overall objective, relief to simultaneously solve the problems of the hosts and the guests. Choosing a pair of complementary issues. Това да вероятно ти може да гледаш български, дали въобще това нещо отговаря на истината. Аз не ви го казвам така на английски.
Ако искаш дай на български, ще видим, ще го преведем по-просто.
Да, с това нещо.
Разбиране на двойка, допълващи се проблеми в Чипровци.
Да.
Okay.
Mhm.
It's okay. Google Translate.
It is
Maybe.
good in English.
Maybe.
In English
Yeah.
is good. In German it is catastrophe. So choosing a pair of complementary issues. In Chiprovtsi, demographic decline. In big city, problems associated with imbalance of natural beginning and public principle in man.
Ало. В къщата до Кипро за вас. После са в къщата до Кипро. Иво дойде да ни... Добре.
So we can, as you said, it's like we can. There is missing people here to maybe sustain the development, and in big cities like I would say maybe Montana, but for sure
Biggest.
Sofia or Plovdiv. They
Paris.
Sofia, Paris. They have crowded. They are crowded.
Overcrowded.
And we can say, okay, you don't know what to do. You are poor in the city. Just come here. You have space, fresh air, and so on.
Then I will say the concrete, specific objective. Then the attachment from nature. This is the problem in the big city. Detachment from nature, and it's almost complete replacement with in the lives of people with
Socially
Ако искаш да е на български.
significant activity.
Да, на български. Ако искаш, аз ще ти превеждам, само че трябва да сложа камерата някъде.
Не е хубаво да
Ето, ме закрепи да няма да режеш.
Може би е там горе върху шкафа.
Няма мога да я насочим хората.
Какво става с този статив? Дай да го видим.
Ще го видим.
But you can even take a glass, drink some water.
It's okay.
Even if you...
Махни ги тия шишенци там, не ти пречи на камера.
Да не загрузяват после
Да.
се гледа.
Добре?
Така. So I choose these two problems that are
Demographic decline.
demographic decline and нарушение баланс на природното
Attachment to
начало и
nature.
общественото начало в човека.
Чак, че говорите на време нарушение, ма?
На природното начало и общественото начало в човека.
Yeah, so the broken, non-existent balance between the natural essence and the social essence in the human being.
Тоест откъсване от природата и почти пълното изместване в живота на хората с обществено значими дейности.
So, meaning detachment from nature and the substitution with socially meaningful activities.
So, then, после конкретната цел.
So the concrete objective we're
Тук
calling.
съм също. Добре, Организацията да даде на гостите от виртуализирания свят практики чрез труд, а на местните хора да даде мечти и да провокира тяхната креативност.
Организацията това место.
Нашата организация.
Yeah, so the concrete goal is that the organization, the center, would give the guests from the virtualized digital world some practice throughout work with their hands, and give the local people some dreams and provoke their creativity.
So then участниците са след това.
The participants.
Акцент върху подрастващите деца. Преди да са взели решение да напуснат малкия град, а за гостите преди да са затвърдили усещането, че са само туристи сред природата.
So regarding the participants, we should put an accent on small children before they make the decision to leave the small town, and for the guests before they have the complete feeling that they're only tourists in nature.
След това методи, организиране на събитията, а това между прочим е горе-долу като това, което правим в момента. Осъзнава в един момент. Организиране на събитията под формата на игри с ясни роли, които се различават от вменената им от обществото роля.
So a method could be just organizing events with like in the form of some games with really distinct roles which are different than the ones that people have in like society.
In this society.
It's like what we call serious games. Serious games, it's like gaming, but with real social interactions. Like they start 10 years ago doing it with, you are in a company, you worked so hard that you need to catechise and so you go to. They went to Slovenia, Albania. To go hunting like a team, it's making management process.
Team building.
No, but it was the first part, and then they realized that in big companies, like chemical companies, the employee, they were totally depressed because the family and they say, oh, you are working in a chemical company, you're a bad guy, polluter, you should die or with your company, this kind of thing. And so they say how we can change behavior, how we can give arguments, how we can feel people. Maybe the company has to change to stop the chemicals. Like BA Safe, German one, they say this. So they made serious game. It's like role playing, but to help people to feel what the other feels.
The other feels, yes.
And
that's what I mean. To switch the roles between the
and this is the
children
serious
from
game.
the big city and
the
the
role
children
game,
from
I
the
think.
So because it's a game, but you can integrate some real parts for your own life.
Absolutely, and also I think if I will ask if I understood you well, a part of this role is connected with the real life, where maybe you can go and work in a garden, not only something virtual about the imagination or the symbols and so on.
Then I have
something connected with the reality. Where I am a university professor, I go gardening, or you are working in a company, you becoming an anthropologist, you come to speak with people and ask them how is their ordinary life and so on. Okay? That's the point, the ideas.
Yes, and on the end I have example, how this can be done by just one team, one topic, because there can be more topics of this. So, играта да спомогне за постигането на неформална атмосфера.
So the game should help achieve some informal environment, like a feeling.
Ролите да помогнат за вникването в другата гледна точка и от друга страна да дадат възможност на човек да бъде друг
Yeah, so these roles help people see the other people's points of view, and also help him try and feel like another person.
И това е към метода все още. Споделяне на опита след края на играта под формата на празнуване по възможност сред природата.
Yeah, so sharing experiences after the end of the game in a form of a celebration, which is hopefully being made in nature.
And this is the example of one of this topic. Килимите. Какво е ценното в тях?
So carpets, what's valuable about them?
Това, че връщат качеството на обитаване, че са истински, естествени, качествени, в един свят на изкуствени материали, носещи повече главоболие на хората, отколкото полза.
Значи връщат качеството на обитаване?
Ами, качеството на обитаване е физическо обитаване.
Като част от качеството на живота.
На живота, да.
Yeah, so they bring back the quality of actual living somewhere, and that they're real, they're natural, they're
Valuable.
yeah, they're valuable. They have high qualities in a world with artificial materials that bring more headaches to people than actually uses.
And one...
Не знам, защото толкова да снимам.
Стига долу.
Остави го на масата.
Защото вие всички говорите, аз опитвам да ви
Няма
следвам.
значение, стига да се чува.
You won't be a director, eh?
One man,
Как хубаво, нищо не се вижда.
one man that is have a machine for the wool, and we spoke to him. He is near the river, very interesting man. And he told me that
Обектива къде е
the cat is laying on the wool, not on the artificial things, because he is clever.
Yeah.
So, this is one of the topics, and for example, for a slogan, we can use something exactly for this topic, something like celebration carpet, and celebration carpet is a symbol of the balance between the nature environment and the art cultural essence in the human, and this could be illustrated with this celebration at the end of the
process.
Interesting that I didn't wrote whole passage.
In Bulgarian.
No, I wrote it in a phone, but I didn't copy it here. Okay.
Can you just tell us?
Look it here.
Yeah, because I had something more specific. Because this is only my.
And so during the time you find the rest, because I know a lot of French people, they look to build a wood house. We are in Burgundy, the second wood producer in France. Well, it's a middle range wood. It's not so great. It's Douglas wood, if you know. So the companies and at the university department, they are more spending time for me, trying to destroy the wood and to rebuild it with glue to make for furniture and so on. Sometimes I say, well, you should plant better trees, like and in 20 years you will solve the problem. So they say, well, we can sell glue and we can it's more easy for transportation. Okay. And so there is a lot of Burgundian people. They are buying wood element to construct their house, and they bring it from Norway or something like this. and so they have like a kind of ready-made house they can build. And when I see there is a lot of people they want to, so there is a matter of the people. Everyone want his own house with his own garden and so on, and there is a problem of urban spread. So maybe we will put a limit one day, but it's not Chiprovtsi matter. And right now, but it could be maybe a training that you have a lot of wood stuff, and you can train to build your own house for a week. I don't know if it could be an idea.
I found that the example is not on my phone, not here, it's only here. I found it now. So the example that I thought about, it is something very close to this. For example, people from some design gymnasium, high school, from design high school from Sofia came here, and together with this school for carpets here, and they can start this game with different roles. On the first day, the guests should start to learn how to make a carpet, and teachers will be the hosts here, the children, and only there will be other teachers that is only like a mentors, only to look for the rules of the game, not to teach. And the next day the game is rotated, so and the children from here, they will give them a task to create something, to draw something that is some design, to draw some design by some rules. And then the children from Sofia can be like something like jury, anonymously jury, but not anonymous. I mean that the pictures are anonymously, but the jury is not. and everybody from the jury should say, I like these three pictures because here there is this, here there is this, here there is because of this. And at the end of the game, the people, the guests will have their own carpets, and they can bring it to home. And the children here
will have their own models for making
yes, and they will have the opinion of the ideas and the opinion from the jury.
Okay.
And they can the guests can nominate which is the best teacher from the guests, and from the hosts, and the hosts can nominate which is the best jury they like it most, and then they can celebrate in the wood, in a very good place, something in wood
With adult supervision.
yeah. After the game is finished, they can celebrate, and they can make together a carpet, but some different kind of carpet. And I can show you. This is inspired from. This carpet can be inspired from
Game of Thrones.
no. No, it is one art man from, I don't know, from Scotland maybe.
Yes.
Which can be the logo of this topic.
Yeah.
The logo.
Oui. Already.
You would mean this design could be the official logo.
When you see it, I can show. They can make it in the nature together.
Yeah.
They can make it this. This is from leaves.
Yeah.
But
For example, this is just an example.
Just one of the proposition. Every one of us can make his own proposition.
No, I mean that this is the logo only for this topic. This is not the logo of the organization. This is only for this topic.
But anyway, there is a property right that it could cost the entire city just to copy the logo. Just to know.
They will make the logo by themselves.
They will
No, but
make
it
the
stay the
logo by
logo.
themselves.
I mean,
and
if
they-
you reproduce Eiffel Tower, it stay an image property of Eiffel Tower.
I must have. I am
If
in
they
the part
want-
of the
if they
revolution
want to
against
make
this
it like this,
absolutely
yes.
absurd laws, absolutely absurd and
But
against the authors. Not
you
only
can-
against the normally people and this principle of liberty and equality
So
and
I
so
can take
brotherhood
your
and so
picture
on.
and I
Against
can
the
make
authors
t-shirt with
themselves.
it and sell all over the world.
I-
So I can.
well, this is the real politics, is the reality,
Yeah,
but we have to change it.
yeah, but now we have to take with.
Well, we will be careful when we are going to change it. We will not going to prison, okay?
No, you
But
don't know.
for me, it's a very important topic
Just
because
an
of my values.
advertisement.
And my values, the values of the French Revolution.
It doesn't have anything to do with it.
But
Okay, it was the,
Just to.
but not. It's not like this. It's have anything to do with the topic
Okay,
because we
but-
have to have common values to build something together, and we have to know also what's the values of every one of us who will make something together like seminarium. So is values and principle. There is nothing without values and principles.
It's
I
just to
know.
tell you that there is we can build millions of logos if we just tell you if we take logos from someone else and because it will be a public international center.
Yeah.
So one time you will have a
We
lawyer.
have, we
he will,
have such kind of problems. Even here in Chiprovtsi, you can ask Gary about
yeah,
it.
I know it. I know. That's why
Because
I
he
say
was put it in his
So
her presentation,
don't be pissed off.
a carpet, a real carpet, just a picture of the carpet. It was a carpet made by a local woman, and she rings on the phone, and you stole
Yeah, so
my
you know.
site,
So you
my
know.
carpet, and we have a lot of problems.
That's why it's prevention. You know.
But if we together make this logo by ourselves,
Yeah, it's not the same.
Yes, just by using one symbol, we don't break any law because we don't know who invented this symbol. So the logo that we thought of is.
Well, no one invented it.
but,
Just like on the
but
post.
do you understand what kind of
But the carpet was invented by someone, and that's
I
why
am. I
we should
agree
use
with
the
you.
symbol,
But
not the
what
no,
do you
but,
want? You want
this is
to
not,
sell your apartment?
Well, let's stop with this.
this is not a logo of our organization first, and second, this is just an example. This is just an example how the nature and the social base in human can be combined in one thing, in the carpet, because this carpet is made by natural things, but the design is not nature, it's coming from the culture. That's why it combines these two things that I write in the beginning, the specific object.
Okay.
But of course, this is only for this topic. We can have other topics about the advertisement, how it can be proved. Then the permaculture, a design with the natural environment, and so on.
So what is turn now?
Well, thank you very much. You have done almost our work. I am absolutely amazed by what you have done.
No, we can use it like a base, and we can
Yeah.
improve it a lot.
And if we now we will listen all the things, put it maybe here because it's such kind of structure.
I'm writing down all the ideas.
Me too,
There.
since yesterday.
And after that, on the third step, step maybe tomorrow, we can think what of these things could be realized in the real world. Okay?
Okay, so we continue.
Yeah. With what?
Okay,
Well, I must
Stacy.
apologize. I have to go to the municipality.
Okay.
I'm terribly sorry, and I am very glad that the camera camera is here because I can listen all what you have to say, and I will
Not
try
for
to go
long.
here.
Not for long.
No.
Let me see. No, I need to see the back of the camera.
But we wish to see you also.
Yeah, we have 40 minutes, which is okay. Are you coming back afterwards to
You
take
can,
Well,
you can
first
close it
I will
for
make a
5
phone
minutes.
call
You can
to
close for 5
to
minutes.
check if
Няма
it's
нужда да
absolutely. Just само да направя phone call и ще ти кажа.
Just само направи.
so is it possible to talk in Bulgarian because I feel more comfortable and more sure? Okay.
Anyway, if you can note it, it's the most important that we keep in mind the ideas.
Do you have some other right here that
Аз смятам, че под каквато... Да.
this хартия и такова да мине.
So,
Mama, this is this will stay in you, not in me. I wanted this for me. Thank you. Химикалка.
И ако ще превеждаш, няма да мога да пишеш.
Каквото ще пишеш.
На едно място.
Не съм сигурен дали
I
това,
will
което
find-
ти искаш да си напишеш е същото.
Аз просто
Добре.
Окей,
Аз смятам, че ясно е, че се намираме в природна зона, екологична зона. Ясно е, че ще защитаваме традиции в една такава бъдеща сграда, че ще защитаваме природа и така нататък. Това са неща, които всички са ни минали през ума.
Okay, so she thinks that it's perfectly clear that we want to preserve nature and the cultural heritage of the world.
History too.
The history and all these things that we all told about.
Аз искам да насоча вниманието към нещо, което е лично мое виждане. Това са нещата, които аз се занимавам в моята работа, ежедневие, учене и така нататък. За да работи въобще една такава общност, според мен тя трябва да бъде изградена на няколко етапа, освен тези, които са ясни като силни точки на общността, на града, като природа, традиции, история и така нататък. Аз имам други идеи.
In order for this community to work out, there must be a different kind of stages in which this process will happen.
Затова трябва да имаме различни, нещо като различни нива. Например, местните хора, те ще работят с това, което имат като свой ресурс, като свои знания. Аз смятам, че за да работи това нещо много добре, трябва да включим интензивно млади хора във формата на нещо като обмени. И тези образователни организации, за които говорят, тук могат да идват младежи, чужденци и не само, но и тях да включиме, които за тях ти ще го редуцираш, така или иначе. За тях ще бъде изключително полезно да дойдат тук за доброволчества, да получат сертификати, в които те да пишат, нали, те са работили върху добра кауза, нали, това. Изстрелва CV-то ти от тук, ето тук, това е добре за доброволците. А за хората тук е добре изобщо движението, което се случва. Постоянното движение, ще идват хора. Те може да имат заможни родители. да кажете, там ако знаете какво райско кътче има, те да решат да инвестират и така нататък.
Okay, so,
Yeah.
so
Може да го интерпретираш.
yeah, all local people should be included in the process, and especially the younger local people, because they're the most important. And they should be. There could be some exchanges between the local young people from Chiprovtsi and the people from other parts of the country and the world, also young people, who will exchange ideas and practices and
ще практикуват доброволчество, което е добре за бъдеща работа.
So the volunteers from somewhere else who come to Chiprovtsi, their volunteering will be good for their future because they will get good references and all.
Още повече
And they will learn more about the region, and they will learn some practices, maybe like carpet weaving, something like that. I don't know what.
Още повече съвсем модерно е, когато хората от така наречения модерен свят се включват в природни практики, да го наречем. Това, за което всички говорихме, можем да ги научим да тъкат килими, да работят в градина и така нататък. Това е супер модерно. В момента, в който се представи по един подходящ начин, ще заработи страхотно.
So if coming to Chiprovtsi and doing traditional Chiprovtsi stuff is presented in the right way, it's advertised and all of these, then it will become somehow fashionable for young people to come here and to learn this stuff, and the heritage will be preserved.
Maybe she said that it is very fashionable in nowadays in all Europe,
She said
maybe
that
in all
it
world.
can become.
And if it's good advertising, this fashion work
Even
for us.
more fashion.
Абсолютно.
I understand, sorry.
Sorry, the important thing she said is that people that come here to volunteer will be able to put it in their CV. Like, when they go to apply for a job, say, look,
Yeah,
I did
that's
this
what I
and this
said.
and this.
Good
So it's
reference.
good for them as a prestige if you.
They're good reference in their CV.
So if
I think you can put it also in your list.
yes, we can put, if you want, we can put this in this point resources, because the volunteers are a big resource for the organization. Because you don't pay to volunteers. They came with their truth.
They work.
Не разбирам какво имаш предвид.
Че доброволците са работен ресурс.
They came with their skills, but they
Because-
will gain other ones.
Of course,
Yeah.
and
I
also-
mean that
It's useful for both
I mean
sides.
that there is a different
Обясни го
in the structure there are different parts. So we can put volunteers in our representation in this part that for
No,
resources.
I think it was not her idea. It was an idea what we are going to do in this center. It is like that.
But nevertheless,
One of
it's
the
a good
things,
idea.
maybe not only, but one of the things that would be very useful and helpful for us, and to make some kind of courses for volunteers, for some kind of certification that it will be very useful for their CV.
Yes.
And this is one of, I also agree with you that is one other part of our structure, but it's not only research, it's a main work what we're going to do.
So like in a method.
Well, not only courses for students or for students from high schools, but also courses for volunteers. It's one of our topic what we are going to do in this seminar.
It's a way where
Is it like that? Have I translated it?
Maybe.
there is
Just a bit.
it's a huge way in NGOs and associations that to make value to the people they work for and for almost free. They gives certification skills that can say, okay, we are making a 1 week training for students, for foreigners, whatever, and because you were part of the organization, you have new skills for organizing, logistic, mobility, checking people together, and this is skills that they will bring back to their own life. It's different skills, different certification, parallel certification.
Yeah,
Parallel
but it is almost the same like with the students from high school, and maybe not only students, maybe some other people. It depends on the topic also.
Whatever the topic. The volunteers, you give them notoriety and skills value by showing that they worked and they gain experience, and so they can do it after for other organizations, other trainings, even in private companies in the future.
And I think you in this part of our work now, I have a new idea. Excuse me. Maybe on the end of the presentation of any one of us, he could ask what of these ideas are already done now in Chiprovtsi by our travel university or by the local people. Because one of us, maybe Dimitra, knows that some kind of things are already done. Maybe not in this scale what we are dreaming it, but it was some kind of beginning. Because we make such kind of certification at all, and we have volunteers here also from the high school. And you can have your own certification and put it in your CV. Because Dimitra also will put it in his CV during when he wants to go to the university in Britain. Is it so?
Her. She.
She. Okay.
Also something.
Our?
What we can use when you said resources, we can get trainees, like student practices and stuff.
Сега ли го видя? Той тук стои от някакъв час.
The spider is here since Sunday.
Yeah, since we got here. Стажанти може да си вземат програми на министерството.
Да, точно това искам да кажа, че ние можем...
Trainees from young people that come as trainees and student practices, we can use that as a resource.
Другото, което искам да кажа, че в момента има изключително много финансирани програми и фундации, които, ето например, аз съм в АНСЕК и там е имало набиране на чуждестранни доброволци с цел, нали, те са три, или Cultural Understanding, или Career Development, или Ecologic. И за екология има паднала програмата, защото някак си така станало, че нямало къде да пращат чуждестранните доброволци с цел екология. И аз мисля, че нали, не говоря точно за ISET, за всякакви такива неща. Студентските практики на МОН, например, съвсем спокойно организаторите на Католическия университет могат да се регистрират дори в момента като организация, която набира стажанти. Стажантите ще дойдат, защото на тях им се заплащат 480 лева. Смисъл, не заради това, смисъл, изреждам го просто. Отделно, нали, те ще си получат сертификати и така нататък. Смисъл, идеята е не да направим някакви неща, които са статични. Смисъл, моята лична идея не да направим някакви неща, които са статични, като, нали, да знаем, че тук ще се преподава качество, ще се преподава това и това. Трябва, според мен, една постоянна циркулация на хора, най-различни, от всякъде, с нови идеи, с fresh air.
Her idea is that
circulation of people in the future scenario is... Аз понеже се сетих за нещо, което мога да кажа на английски. Извинявай.
Не, нищо казвай, аз просто си казвам.
So
Circulation of people, young people from different organizations like our Ministry for Education, and now it is making traineeships in which the organizers of the traveling university can make their own something like profile there, and with this profile they can they can attract trainees, students trainees, and also students in schools, and all the time I'm talking about circulation of people exchanging with foreigners, with students from our country, and just to search a foundation.
Good news is staying with you.
That can finance this. Financing, it's a big topic, I think, that can finance and that can
sustain support.
That can sustain support for the advertising. If we work
But you know
If we
Bulgarian, I don't.
It's flowing in my mind.
If we work with another organizations like our partners and organizations educational, like New Bulgarian University and the French Culture Institute, and if we involve international foundations like ISEC or IAC or something like this, we're going to achieve very much. I know so many young people that are great and they want to do many things. They want to. I know one Vietnam girl which is living in Bulgaria and she really loves Bulgaria, and I'm sure that if I tell her about these things here, our ideas, she's from my sex, she'll be just wow. And I'm sure if we and advertisement, I'm not talking about this.
Okay, if we can add something to this, because we can add this just to this structure now.
Well, this is maybe what I heard on the last your words. It's something connected with the topic for tomorrow. How we could improve in reality. One of the things is this is maybe the point of the financing, the managing of our center.
Yes.
And also we should correct here that I read that this is for growing children. I mean for young people, not only for growing children. For young people
As a whole.
Okay. It's give me an idea, because what you say is real and it's already a fact. You know, there is a student from Korea, from China, from all over the world. We can improve, reinforce it. We can advertise for more people, and it gave me an idea that maybe.
Excuse me, they become to talk to each other because they don't understand what we are discussing here.
No, I understand
Not
what we're discussing,
quite
but
sure.
we were just talking about how we need money and how we need young people, but we're not discussing what we're going to do in this seminar, in this
But
building.
it's not true. Carmen told us some example what we could do with that.
Okay, also we said that we wouldn't interrupt each other. Like one person talks and or she talks, then stops, and then the other comes, and she talks, you start talking, and it's like yesterday. So you won't get
Okay.
anywhere.
Okay, then we can continue.
Добре, довърши. Кажи.
Аз просто искам да обобщя, защото бяха може би много разхвърлени неща. Искам да обобщя, че според мен, според зависимост в каква структура се направят нещата от организаторите и така нататък, би било много хубаво, ако или се появи някой нов човек или нещо такова, който започне да се занимава с такъв обмен, нали, той да прокарва нещата, стажове и доброволчества и по този начин да се получава циркулацията на хората. You look at me like you understand me. And it's scary.
I feel like I understand.
A young person who organizes trainings and volunteers who can come here.
Responsible people.
A responsible
it's-
young person.
Yeah, the point is we can separate like two similar training. A training for people who want to know more about nature, to improve, to make farming, to make construction, design, and we can, in the same way, making training for people who want to be sustainer, to be organizer, to be a professional volunteer. You know, so we can cross all the structure.
Can we mix them together?
Of course, you just give them separate tasks and separate objectives, and at the end you give them separate certification.
Okay. That would.
But it's
And maybe
I mean we do it at the university all the time.
And maybe some of the people would want to make the first tasks and then the
And
second.
they come back for the
Yes.
second one.
And
Yeah,
they have
so
two
this is the-
certificates.
Yes,
The double
of
win.
course.
Yeah, of
And
course.
if we have partners, they will have a certification from the traveling university, from maybe New Bulgarian University, maybe the French Cultural Institute, and maybe from
From
an
the municipality
organization
also.
like I said.
They could have a certificate also for the municipality.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
it's very
Yes, it will be
useful
mixed
also.
and very useful for everybody.
And it leads me to my to my idea you gave me. It's maybe it could be also useful for public administration or ministries or services to or official organization like Greenpeace, WWF. You want to know more about how to train volunteers, how to learn about environment and sustainable development, come to the center, European Learning Center, to improve yourself. You are a Ministry of Environment, of Construction Site, Ministry of Transport. You want to do better for your own country. Come here and you will you will be trained. Even in France, sometimes it's not so easy. So it could be really great, I think.
Yeah, I think so. Also.
And you can do Bulgarian trainings, English trainings, and whatever trainings. I mean,
I think you're great. It's very good.
it's a point that in 5 years you can have automatic fundings for it.
Yes,
When you train official administrators,
that's my main
It's,
idea.
it's good. So it's great.
One of the things that we could do, interconnected with all other.
And you asked me for my ideas. As a sustainer, I would not, but I will. Because of the history of Chiprovtsi and this art, really precious art center that almost disappeared, it could be impressive, massive, to collect all the archive material, the art they made, built there, to make to digitalize it and to make it into a kind of a big book that if you want to know about design, sustainable design, natural design, you come here on the, or on the website, and you know everything in the world. We can collect with new official website tools, and we can have kind of a corpus of everything in the world what we can do for sustainable development. For mobility, for housing, for learning, for everything, for art. And so it's one part, it's more the structure, the process, the economical model for the sustainability of the center, to say this is our value, we are capitalizing all the skills and the learning we are sharing together, and we are offering to the trainers and the volunteers. And by the way, because Chiprovtsi has got the UNESCO label, which if when I am traveling, when I'm traveling in the city, I don't see it, so I don't know. And so, but we can use it to ask. It's also another work, maybe for 5 years. But in Dijon, we have what we call UNESCO share. There is a lot in the world, and for example, in Dijon, it's about wine. So everything you want to know about wine, winery, vineyard, wine history, wine making, whatever wine you want.
Wine drinking.
It's you can know it in Dijon, and even in California, in Australia, in Bordeaux, they are pissed off because it's in Dijon. And the girl who made it, she spent half her life to do it alone. And at the end, with the support of everybody, university, and there is a UNESCO process. Now, there is a international training center about wine in Dijon. And so maybe she before she's got retired, because she's 70 years old, but really active. It could be interesting to invite her or colleagues or to go to see her and to ask her how she did it, to do it the same with sustainable design, for example. We can apply and I think because of carpet, because of housing, permaculture and so on, I try to find a main topic that could include the other ones. And sustainable design, I didn't make a benchmarking, worldwide benchmarking, but it's maybe a main topic that could be useful. Like they use natural color plants. They have their own design. We can you can share the design for housing. Depends of the sun, of the elements and so on. With natural element to build a house. Yeah, sustainable design could be maybe interesting.
This is your idea about our work, or it was? Yes. Thank you very much, Frank. And you said something that for me is very important, because of this story of this woman who made this in Dijon. Because we are used to think that something just falls from the sky, but the real thing in the life, it's a process, and this process is made by the real human being, that they're struggling for it, that they just give their life for it, not to die, but to live with another people, but they give his energy and his purpose in the life of this. And something happened here in Chiprovtsi with Chiprovtsi carpet, because the carpet in UNESCO is not falling from the sky, you know. It was made here by local people, and not only by one people, and maybe by people working in groups together in community, and it's very important to know it and to share it, and for us to ask which are these people, who are these people that make this thing happen. Yeah?
So the importance of the individual.
Because when you know how the story was, how it happens, why it happens, who did it, you can work with this one together for this seminarium and for whole the city. And we are watching the reality as we are watching TV. We think something virtual, something happened somewhere, but it's not somewhere. It's here, and it's made by real people. And some of our groups now are going in the streets and asking old people and everyone they meet on the streets. Other part of our groups are now by the mayor, and they speak with the mayor. Do you understand what I mean?
But we are all acting in different ways.
Too, if the other groups are doing it.
What?
Maybe we should speak with these people too if
Sorry?
the other groups are doing it.
Maybe we could speak with another ones. Maybe with this who managed to make the carpet UNESCO heritage.
Who is this person?
Maybe we could ask someone in Chiprovtsi who
There
did it,
isn't
who was
one-
in the process of making it.
Maybe there are-
Oh, I know it, but is it my work to
Yeah.
tell you? I know it, but I'm not quite sure who was there. You know the most of these people, Dimitri. You know the active people in Chiprovtsi, really. You know who they are. You have saw the movie about made for UNESCO by Ivan Gurgiev of New Bulgarian University. The movie about the Chiprovtsi carpet as a UNESCO heritage. It's some kind of advertising movie before they decided to put the carpet in UNESCO. It was a selection, and for this selection they made the movies for the different topics that they are in some kind of competition. Which of them will be the heritage? And you know who was in this movie of the Chiprovtsi persons, of the people? If they were in this movie, maybe, and I'm absolutely sure, they were part of the process.
Okay.
Learn to think.
I just asked who is the specific person who, because you said that there is
But
one
you know,
person.
you can tell me which of these
How?
persons you know. You can tell me.
But you said there is one person who did it. That's why I was
didn't say
surprised.
that. I said not
Do we
only
have-
one,
Do
but
we have enough time to talk to them?
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Going back to
I said not only one as in Dijon, but a group of people, a community of people that did it.
Okay.
So
So,
the importance of community,
Frank,
not the individual.
are you finished with?
Yeah.
Okay,
So
so
nowadays community are
Petre, дай поред сега.
well, okay, you are
On the floor. We give the
Okay.
floor.
I give you an idea to share with us which are the people in Chiprovtsi, which are the important
Can
people.
meet
Айде,
them.
няма запис. Няма запис.
Okay, so you three basically covered all the important ideas. And I already shared my main idea yesterday, which was that local people should teach at this seminarium. Everyone should teach what they know. Like a carpet weaver teaches carpet weaving. A carpet coloring person should teach
Coloring.
coloring, yes, and so on, etc. And this is my idea, and also that people who volunteers and university professors and anyone who wants to can come here and teach local people what they know, and this is the process of exchange. So this is my main idea, and also
If you want to, the idea will
also
come back.
I have an idea about how our presentation should be should be presented, because we have to talk about that too, and we don't have the time to make a PowerPoint presentation. So maybe we can make something on that. Вече няма време. Миналия път я правихме през нощта в 1 часа.
Okay, but it's not so important
So
to make it like in PowerPoint.
Yes, but
The main thing for me is who can do it, because I can't do it.
yes,
I
this is
can
why-
But
write it
he
down
is
on a
very
PowerPoint
good
if you
in
want.
No, this
presentations.
is why I'm telling you, let's not make a PowerPoint presentation.
Yeah.
Let's make something else. Like, for example, we can use a whiteboard to write on it
Yes.
the specific topics and ideas. Or we can, if there isn't a whiteboard, where will the
We
presentation
can manage to have a whiteboard if
Okay, or
it's
maybe
important for
we
us.
can use
Paper.
big piece of paper, but it has to be a giant one. I mean, we can't just use a regular one. So, and also I had an idea about maybe one of the topics that we discussed yesterday about the symbols and their importance. I have an idea about the video that we can make, and if you want to, if all of you want to take part in it, that would be great. But otherwise, I thought of us three that we can make this video, and some of you can
Appearing in
Shoot.
shoot. Some of you can shoot, and the video could be presented at the beginning or at the end of our presentation, like some kind of a refreshing thing that is not so serious and everything. And my idea is that this video could be something like the three of us, or if some of you wants to join with another language, because we're doing it with languages, we are foreigners. Vesti could be a Bulgarian. We want to be a Bulgarian.
Okay.
Okay, so Vesti is a Bulgarian, for example. Ellie is Chinese. I'm English. Frank can be French, or if you know another language.
Scottish,
And me can be Russian with my English.
And Kamen could
It's
be
a very good
a
idea.
local
No, Vesti is a local one.
Oh, you are from Chiprovtsi.
So in some of the, you can shoot whatever. It's just the idea of the video is that we are on the street. We see a sign that we don't know. First, for example, first comes Vesti. She doesn't know how to get to the. No, she's not a local one. She doesn't know how. Okay, she doesn't know how to get somewhere. And she says in Bulgarian, "Оф, не знам как да стигна." And then she sees this sign that is not in a specific language. It's just a sign of the place she wants to get to. And she says something like, чудесно, нали? Отива. She goes to the place. Then there comes Ellie. And she repeats the same thing in Chinese. She sees the sign, she goes there. Then I come. I repeat the same thing in English, and so on in different languages. Like this video is supposed to show how people
Could we try
from
Dutch?
how
Could you
people
try
from
Dutch?
different countries can understand a simple sign. and maybe the Chinese girl can come at last and says, we, the Chinese, we use symbols. No, or not. Okay, whatever. And then at the end of the video, someone can go and say something like, this is the importance of symbols. Symbols are useful, could be useful for anyone. Symbols could be useful for people from all over the world to understand themselves, and one of the most unique and the oldest symbols in the world are the symbols on the Chiprovtsi carpets. So we can show this video if you want, or we three can just show that and we can present it at the beginning or at the end of our presentation.
Great idea.
It would be very funny and
And I don't know if you want to join, if you don't want to, but even if you don't want to, we can do it.
I'm Vladimira. I came from Russia.
Yeah, and my other idea was about the logo with the board, what we already discussed it, so we'll just draw it and that's it. Ellie, your turn.
My turn. I completely agree with you about your ideas, and I think the idea for having local people teaching their crafts and what they know is wonderful. And we can, if we have this building as a seminarium, we can have like classes, but more interesting and more fun, and with a lot of practice in them, not just theory, but mainly just doing it. And I also think the previous ideas were also great and totally approve. And I think I can help in this team by helping with the video and just probably give some ideas about how to